Welcome to my channel KRVR It's Our Life. Today we will learn about structural organization in animals. So, while learning structural organization in animals, now we come across large variety of organisms, that is both unicellular and multicellular. So before going into this cellular topic, first we will understand what a cell is. Okay, the cell in the biology, it means it is a structural and fundamental unit of life. So it is derived from Latin, which means small room. Okay, it is a biological unit of all the known living organisms on the earth. So while teaching about the cell, we have to understand and clarify the confusion to the students, saying different aspects of cell. That is, when we refer to it in physics, it is a single electrical energy source which uses chemical reactions to produce a current. And it also says that cell means prison or jail or cell phone. So in biology in particularly, we refer it to as a structural and fundamental unit, okay, by which all the organisms are made up of. So we have single cellular organisms as well as multicellular organisms. So single cellular organisms, the single cell which will perform all the basic life processes which is required, for example excretion, respiration, transportation, reproduction, everything is done with a single cell. Whereas in multicellular organisms, these cells combine to form tissues. We will see the hierarchical structure, biological levels of organization of these cells into different levels. That is, group of cells, they combine to form tissues. So here we have different types of cells: nerve cell, muscle cell, bone cell. So each one has a specific functions to perform. So in the biological organization, when we see these cells combine to form tissues, tissues combine to form organ, and organ combine to form organ system, and then organism, all organisms, they combine to form a population and community, and then ecosystem, biome and biosphere. This is the biological levels of organization from cell to the biosphere. So today's topic, we will be learning about the tissue. So we have different types of tissues, that is plant tissues and animal tissues. So we have understood what a cell is. It is a structural, basic, fundamental and structural unit of life. So these combine to form, so in multicellular organism, as we have different cells, so they perform different function. So these group of cells combine to form tissues. So today we will learn about animal tissues. So what is a tissue, we will understand. They are group of cells that have similar structure and act together to perform a specific function. We have seen different types, that is reproductive cells which perform a reproduction. In reproduction, we have nerve cells which perform in a nervous system. So these are group of cells which will act together to perform a specific function. So in animal tissues, there are four different types, that is epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, connective tissue and nervous tissue. This epithelial tissue is divided into two types. They are simple and compound. So what is epithelial tissue? It is a protective layer which forms, and it is spread all over the body of an organism. So its major function is to give protection, secretion, absorption, filtration, diffusion and sensory reception. So epithelial is outer covering. So it is divided into simple and compound epithelium. So simple in the sense it has got only single layer of cells. So it is termed as simple epithelial tissue. Compound epithelial tissue is multi-layered. So we will see one by one. Now in simple epithelium, they are again divided basing on the shape of the cells which they have. That is squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium and columnar epithelium. Now this is a single layer of squamous epithelial tissue. So this squamous epithelial tissue is present in the walls of blood vessels and air sacs of lungs. Cuboidal epithelium. Okay, these are also simple cuboidal epithelium. These are found in ducts of glands, tubular nephrons of PCT, that is kidneys. Next is we have simple columnar epithelium. As we can see that the nucleus is present at the base. So they are in the form of columns which are arranged in a single layer. So it is a simple columnar epithelial tissue and it is present in the lining of intestine. So these tissues, the cuboidal as well as columnar epithelium, if they have cilia on their surfaces, then we can call it as ciliated epithelium. So this is a ciliated epithelium. Okay, these are present in intestine like microvilli, which helps in the absorption of food. Okay, and this ciliated epithelium is present in hollow organs like bronchioles and fallopian tubes. Then we have glandular epithelium, which is involved in the secretions. So when we speak about secretions, we have two types, that is exocrine and endocrine. Exocrine is in this epithelial cells, these secrete some substances like saliva, mucus, earwax, milk, digestive enzymes. So involved in digestion, or these are the secretions which are done by the exocrine glands. Then we have endocrine, which does not contain any ducts. That means they are directly secreted into the bloodstream. So they are called as endocrine ducts. So this glandular epithelial cells involves these functions. Then we have compound epithelium. So next type, compound epithelium, as we have seen, that is they are arranged in different layers, that is multi-layered cells. So in simple epithelium they are single layered, and in compound epithelium they are multi-layered. So they cover dry skin. They are more than one layer. There are three types of cell junctions, that is, one is tight junction, adhering junction and gap junction. So this tight junction helps in not leaking or stoppage of leakage, okay, when there is a secretion. Adhering junction, they connect to keep the neighboring cells together, and the gap junction to facilitate and communicate by connecting the cytoplasm of adjoining cells, and also help in the rapid transfer of ions. This is about epithelial tissue. In the next video, we will learn about the connective tissue. Thank you so much.